Liberty Home Equity Services this December 28th is going to be doing a webinar with us, and they're going to be talking about HECM purchases, reverse mortgages. Now, we would usually sit up here and tell you, learn more about these because it's going to be better for your business. Learn more about these because it's going to help seniors in your area. But I got to tell you, this is kind of personal to me. My in-laws are getting up there in age. They have a 2-story, need to downsize to a 1-story. They live 2 states away. We can't be there for them all the time. They need to free up some money. They're in a situation a ton of seniors are in right now. And the more I started looking at HECM purchases and reverse mortgages, there's so much benefit to these. So learn them for all the reasons for your business. I get that. But more importantly, learn them for your family.
Yeah.
Because they're going to need these things and it could really help them out. So don't miss it. It's right after Christmas, before New Year. It's going to be an easy day to miss. Don't. Click this banner right over there or on Facebook right up above. When Joseph Borg, the president of the North American Securities Administrators Association, came out and said that the average Americans right now are taking out mortgages to buy Bitcoin, I thought to myself, this is getting crazy, guys. Or wait, maybe it's a good thing. I mean, we all know what Bitcoin is, right? It's a global online currency that doesn't have a government or a central bank determining its value. We all understand that.
Right.
But I wonder what's happening right now with Bitcoin, and more importantly, if you're going to invest your equity in your house, where in the hell is it going to go?
Well, on December 7th, Bloomberg.com came out and said Bitcoin is bigger than Buffett, Boeing, and the country of New Zealand.
And they weren't joking. It is.
When in truth, at that moment, Bitcoin was also larger than Pepsi
Oh my God.
and McDonald's with a capitalization rate of $185 billion. Whoa! Then something extraordinary happened.
It certainly did. Over the course of the following week, just 7 days, which just happened last week, by the way, Bitcoin's cap rate went from $185 billion to $275 billion. And that meant they now overtook Coca-Cola, Toyota, Verizon, Bank of America, Walmart, Procter & Gamble, Pfizer, AT&T, and Chevron as companies. So who's up next for Bitcoin to overtake? Well, it's this company called Alphabet, or better known as Google. Yes, Bitcoin, this little offshoot currency that's only been around for a couple of years, is just about to get ready to be bigger than Google.
Dang! And if you think this sounds crazy, let me put it into perspective for you. If you bought $100 of Bitcoin
Just 100.
on January 1st, 2011,
Okay.
the going rate was 30 cents.
All right, 30 cents
Okay.
for one Bitcoin.
You would have had 333.33 Bitcoin in your pocket.
All right.
Today, one Bitcoin is worth
Just one.
about $17,500.
And I've got 333.33 in my pocket?
Yes, that means if left alone, your $100 investment 7 years ago would be worth a little more than $5.8 million.
Oh my God.
That means a $1,000 investment then would be over $50 million today, and a $10,000 investment would have been worth far north of $500 million. Now, have I got your attention now?
You know what scares me about this, Frank? I knew about Bitcoin 7 years ago.
I know, I remember.
I was following this stuff 7 years ago. And I did have an extra spare $100 and thought about doing this. Now, there's some detractors out there, but Frank and I, we think that this is a trend that's going to grow. Detractors such as Pam Liebman of the Corcoran Group says that they could be gone tomorrow. I mean, how do you trade them? Can you walk into Barney's and pay in Bitcoins? And what if people decide to quit accepting them? Now, these are precisely the reasons why Frank and I think Bitcoins are here to stay. Oh my God. This is good. Anyways, okay. So let's all run right now down to our lenders, down to our banks, pull all of our equity out of our houses and out of our accounts and go down and buy some Bitcoin, right? Well, not so fast. Bitcoin is extremely volatile, and its volatility usually coincides with massive gains followed by massive losses. For example, it's not been uncommon for Bitcoin to lose 20% of its value in one day, only to gain it back, and this has happened time and time again over the past 7 years. It's had multiple depressions and recoveries. So if you're going to play in the Bitcoin game, you better have a strong stomach because it's gonna give you an ulcer.
Further, the bigger Bitcoin gets, the bigger the target for hackers. Remember, this is cryptocurrency, right?
Crypto.
A couple of points here. According to A10 Networks, the size, frequency, and volume of hacks of Bitcoin are going to go way up in 2018.
Once again, for example here, guys, North Korea has now targeted Bitcoin exchange servers for major hacks. And why not? Because the tighter North Korean sanctions get and the more Bitcoin is worth, well, let's just say it's a match made in heaven. But wait, these Bitcoin exchanges are pretty safe now, aren't they, Frank?
That's right. Venezuela is becoming a hub of Bitcoin mining and exchanges. Now, if there's one country that could possibly be in more turmoil than North Korea, it's Venezuela. And I hate to say it, having no real central government to regulate data and security, and countries like Venezuela in charge, well, are you sure this is where you want to stake your retirement funds? Answer.
Not with that fat little crazy bastard in North Korea trying to hack a few dollars from you so he can steal enough money to put an H-bomb on top of one of his rockets and come and get us? Probably not.
I see it like this. Treat Bitcoin like Vegas. Figure out how much money you can lose. Expect to lose all of it. And if for some reason your pool comes back with 3 cherries, don't forget your friends when you head on over to the Bunny Ranch. Mortgaging your home to get Bitcoin.
Yes, and by the way, here's the next one we're going to be talking about very soon. Buying houses with Bitcoin.
Yeah, there was one case of that already, I think. Wasn't there? I think we talked about it.
You know, people are talking about Bitcoin going away. I remember the same conversations about rap music, and look at where we are now. God. I heard the same thing about this internet, okay, and look at where we are now.
All right, leave us your comments down below.
I heard the same thing about David Hasselhoff, and he's still here. I heard the same thing about Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber is still here.
Have a great weekend.
Okay, I hear the same thing about global warming, and
we'll see you on Monday.
That one might be real. I don't know. Hey, tag people too. It helps us out. It helps Frank more than me if you like Frank more, or it helps me more than Frank if you like me more. If you don't like either one of us, do it to spite us.
Tag somebody you hate.
There you go. That's a good idea. Bye.